Greetings, I am Mira. As you know, I am working full-time with the Earth Council as you move through the ascension process. I greet you today to tell you that all is well. We continue to work diligently for the tasks at hand. There is much to do, and yet overall, the accomplishments are profound. It is rather like you, the ground crew, who are working night and day to clean up what is in front of you. We know that you will be pleased when you are complete with this process. Yes, there is still resistance to the light, as you can well imagine. Letting go of power and control, such as what the dark forces are accustomed to having, is a challenge for some. They can be stalwart in their nature as they attempt to capture their final moments of the glory of the past and how they had things their way. It is wonderful for me to tell you that this resistance is lessening as they are realizing there is no way out. We have made that clear. The light is in motion and is accelerating with breakneck speed. It is spot on where it needs to be for the Earth and the human collective. If you take but a few moments to reflect upon where your lives are now compared to a year ago, you will marvel at your progress. The level of healing and clearing that you and the Earth have done is almost beyond comprehension. This is why the light is penetrating at the deepest levels where there is the most need. In addition, we have amassed a huge amount of galactic and light forces that are also holding the energy for this most auspicious time for the planet. You can rest assuredly that you have earned this special place in the heart of creation for all that you have done to facilitate the ascension process. You are loved deeply and completely. Even if you might feel that you could do more for the process, please know that your presence on the planet is enough. Your energy is what we use to anchor in more of the light and ascension energies. I know that many of you have lots of questions about what will happen next. Please understand this is an evolutionary process. Plans are laid in place for all aspects of your lives. Major improvements are in the works. The timing depends on numerous conditions, including planetary, astrological, spiritual, emotional, and physical. We are aware that most of the light workers are ready for a divine intervention, and you have earned it. The Earth has been a school of intense learning. Every lesson that you have learned is shared with counterparts on the other side in higher dimensions. There is a reciprocal educational exchange. This is the only planet with such powerful emotional bodies, and this learning will be shared throughout creation. Today we honor and bless you, courageous ones. You have the stamina to ride through these final days of the third dimension. We send you energy and love to brighten your way and can only anticipate the day of our meeting in person. You will be astounded and will celebrate with us as we put the finishing touches upon the creation of our new Earth. Humanity is awakening fast. Evidence of this is calculated each day by the Schumann resonance as it races to total enlightenment. All negativity is being exposed. Those who thrived and prospered at your expense now find themselves powerless to hold on to control. The dark forces' only hope of survival is to try to force World War III on you, and this will not be allowed. Their control is at an end. All their control systems are falling apart. They find it difficult to find support for their corrupt schemes. Every day, many more people release themselves from the control grid. Doing the revocations helps the mind to let go of all the evil control, so that you become free to think, act, and live as you wish. It exposes the puppets for what they are. Puppets acting for an evil so vile that it cannot show itself. Look at the awakened. They look radiant as they carry within them the light of truth. Once awakened, it is never possible to return to slavery. Freeing the mind is a joyful experience. Go for it. Think about this, my friends. If the dark forces had approached humanity, openly stating what they wanted, there is no way that humanity would have agreed to their demands. Humanity would never have agreed to kill off other humans at the puppets' request. Yet that is exactly what they conspired to achieve. They created mythical reasons why man should go to war and kill his fellow man, wiping out countries and civilizations. Ask yourselves why. Because the dark forces cannot exist without the energy of fear, killing, hunger, and suffering of all sorts. It is the oxygen of life to them. This must be understood. Ask yourselves this: why do you continue to pay taxes for the poison that they put in your water, the poison they spray on you every day, which also contaminates the land, and the poisonous chemicals that are forced on you by the medical profession? You cannot remain passive on this subject. Your survival depends on the actions you take on this matter. Think, my friends, you are supplying the money to these puppets to destroy you. Look with love in your hearts to your fellow human beings. You are all on the road to survival. You are all at different stages, but I assure you, all will eventually have to travel this road. Those who think, I am doing all right, it does not affect me, are greatly mistaken. You are advancing rapidly as the Schumann resonance proves each day. The energy work you carried out with M just shows what each and every one of you could do if you put your minds to it. Believe in yourselves, learn what you are capable of, and take back your power. Move forward into the light of truth and love. It is exciting to observe the awakening. It's like watching a seed come to life as it raises its head above the earth, grows, and blossoms into a beautiful being of light. Earth is a beautiful, bountiful place to be. It will be seen again in all its glory when the corrupt cease trying to destroy it. They do not belong on earth, but they want it for themselves. The religion of love that was the religion of ancient Ireland will once again become the norm. Teaching and helping each other will become part of living life on earth again. Organized religion will be but a memory of the dark old days of oppression and control. Through our centers, we will advise on health. This is our #1 priority. We must get people off drug-based medicine so they become healthy again. We will show people how to produce good quality food without pesticides, etc. Water, without which humans could not survive, will again be pure and without additives of any sort. It will be a huge adventure, learning to live as free human beings in a society that has the interests of all at heart. We are proud of each and every one of you who puts his head above the parapet and takes the courage to make a difference to your world and humanity itself. See yourselves as the army of light, expanding your light in all directions. Success is yours, my friends. It is coming sooner than you think. My dear, you are coping well. The circumstances are volatile. It is not an easy task. Another puppet almost got through the net. You were right in what you suspected, my dear. They will go to any lengths and pay any price to prevent you completing your work. Be careful who you trust as they come in all guises. They are more easily exposed now. Be alert when new people approach you. It is just a matter of time now. We are almost there. When one claims to be blocked, they are not, for that is an illusion based in 3D and the old patriarchy. There is no such thing as being blocked. When one decides that their non-movement is based in blockage, or that they perceive that things aren't the way separate ego wants them to be, they halt their evolution. You see, often when a person is in stillness, they are integrating the new energies. It is the old patriarchy matrix that has you in its web, where one feels they must be doing in every moment. And if they are not being productive or doing or moving, they must be blocked, and therefore must push forward. In the new, we honor the still times, accepting what is, rather than deciding something is wrong, or that we are not doing enough, or that we are not enough. It is old conditioning that tells us that unless we're doing, something is wrong with us. When one is balanced in the divine feminine and divine masculine, they trust that all action is inspired and guided, and there is divine order and acceptance of what is. There are many who still have within them old illusions based on old stories they still believe and keep alive. These are not just personal stories. They are also cultural and global. They may be based in religion or familial karma or anything one has not yet released. As long as one holds them within, they cannot be clear enough to evolve more. You are not free if you are still buying into illusions. Take a look at the traditions in your family and culture. Have you asked why you still participate in them? Do you take part because everyone else is? Or is it a conscious choice to do so based on your guidance? Can you let the traditions go and be open to just being free to experience life without the old stories, illusions, and myths? Or do you need them to prove something to yourself and others, or to make sure you are a part of a family or culture? To be truly free and unlimited, we also must see where we go unconscious and take part in things just because it's expected, or because it's the way of our particular culture. Some may say that they are free within the old matrix. That may be so, or is it another illusion they convince themselves of, so as not to step fully into their authenticity? Only you know deep within you what is true for you. There are no right or wrong answers. This is simply an opportunity to go deeper, leaving no stone unturned as you explore the depths of you. As I have shared, the divine feminine has awakened within you. As you fully embrace this consciousness, everything you do and are is based in this consciousness. The way to more fully anchor this energy onto earth is to be the divine feminine. This has nothing to do with being male or female, by the way. Being the divine feminine is being, meditating, receiving, allowing, flowing, and being heart-centered. It is to follow your intuition and guidance 100% of the time. It doesn't happen out there until it is fully integrated within and is reflected in all you do and are. Then as we integrate the divine masculine to balance our beingness, all our visions and intentions are fully supported and acted upon. This is not taking an action just to act, but it is taking an action based on guidance and intuition. One is not balanced without the other. We cannot create without manifestation. We can envision all we want, yet it takes action to bring it into form. In the last few days, we have received a large energetic shift to help us evolve more and be even more conscious. This is further empowered by the immense solar activities, solar wind, solar flares, sunspots, etc., as this creates movement in us and in Earth's magnetic field. Realize, too, that we have not had one day that has been free of solar activity for the past 4 years. We are receiving so much support from beyond Earth for our transformation. It simply is amazing. Our sun receives from our galactic sun, a source, and then our sun beams this high vibrational energy to us and to Earth. This moves the energy within us as that our awareness grows. Old patterns are revealed and our physical bodies are inundated, which results in what some refer to as ascension symptoms: sleeplessness, headaches, diet sensitivities, vertigo, and lots more. It also affects weather patterns and earth movements as well. It is all designed for us and is never not for our evolution. If a person feels they are ganged up on, This is based in the old belief of reward and punishment, which is of the old. There is no reward for being good, nor is there punishment for being bad. This is pure duality. The energy is neutral and goes where it is welcome. Whether you are aware of it or not, you invite the energies to you. No one is a victim. We are most definitely restructuring, yet it doesn't occur unless we take part in it all. This is why meditation and being in the moment in full awareness is essential, for this places us fully in the heart and engaged. Thus we empower soul to guide us, and all raises our consciousness to higher and higher expression. Remember, consciousness creates and manifests life and is directly correlated to the absolute knowing that we are divine. We are guided to do our inner work and surrender to divine will, which organizes everything. Divine will is not something outside of us. It is our intuition and guidance, if we are conscious enough to honor and follow it. The old 3D structure is disintegrating, and it is important that we don't attach to it by being in fear. It is even more essential to keep our vibration high and our focus on love. If we can watch the drama unfold without feeling we need to do something about it, then we are participating in helping the old matrix evolve into the new. Be sure to also use your discernment when reading or listening, for there is plenty of illusion in what folks share about the transition. If it doesn't feel right, stop reading, watching, or listening. It's that simple. You needn't engage in any drama by pointing anything out that doesn't resonate with you. Just let it go. Take what feels right and let the rest go. Everyone is just doing the best they can based on their consciousness. And what you perceive is based on your consciousness. The energies are not going to calm down anytime soon, so honor how you are guided. As we receive more and more love, we realize that love is not necessarily the squishy, lovey-dovey stuff, for it is often a push to let go of all deceptions and illusions. It will do whatever it takes for us to evolve. Everything we experience is love. Perhaps you can equate it to tough love. If you've had kids, you know what I'm talking about. Love cannot coexist with lower energies, so we'll push whatever old patterns are contrary to it into your conscious awareness. Being the compassionate observer, being loving with yourself as you stay neutral, helps a lot, as does being in nature and being gentle with yourself. Being gentle is not pushing for a result. It is listening to your guidance and to your body and following what you are guided to do. As a young girl, I was Catholic. I was devout and was going to be a nun. When I was 18, I began to question everything. I went to my priest, and he did not have my answers. I went to my grandmother and asked her why she never went to church. She told me that her church was in her heart, and it was not how many times you went to church, but how you lived your life day by day. She taught me about love. This began my real journey in this lifetime. I stepped away from religion and learned how to meditate, to access the love within me. And this is how I have lived my life, completely devoted to the truth in my heart, even when that truth evolved. I share this with you so that you pull your energy inward, for your answers are in your heart. If they are to be answered, that is. They do not lie outside of you. I realize also that it wasn't just in this lifetime that I discovered this. I have lived this throughout all lifetimes. You see, our lifetimes are a continuous thread, with each lifetime revealing more. I have lived for this magnificent time we are in. Everything I have experienced has brought me to this place, and the same is true for you. It is familiar and yet new. With each day, I continue along my path as more is revealed. We are not done, nor will we ever be, for we are infinite as the universe. All things change to help us evolve. the universe continues to expand and change as we do. It is only when we think that we have arrived at our destination that we find that no, we are simply resting before we continue along our journey. As we see that all of life is a present to Amentum and are amazed by its contents, we evolve as innocent children. To evolve is to keep things pure and simple. It is to be light in all we have and all we do. It is to take each moment as if it was our first breath, in awe and innocence. In each moment, we have an opportunity to be new, to be born. This is the new. Let's leave our baggage of moments gone by and arrive in the now, in awe and innocence. This is what being divine is. This is being love. Goodbye for now. I am Mira.